कमाल है।
It is very difficult to reconcile.
यार यहाँ पे ना दो बंदों को उठा कर
हैं?
ठीक है,
बैठो बैठो।
नहीं बिल्कुल भी नहीं। आपने क्या किया, दाढ़ी मूछ क्यों?
चलो अब तो कर लिया, अब दोबारा मत रखना।
क्योंकि आपकी फोटो बहुत डिफरेंट है।
हाँ तो लगी रहेगी, आपकी फोटो है।
कितनी पुरानी फोटो है ये वाली फोटो? कितनी पुरानी है? 1 साल पुरानी फोटो है। Wait, who's that? Why you did not put your latest photograph when you knew that you have changed your facial appearance? I just wanted to share.
Anyway, you appeared in Haryana interview.
Yes, sir.
So where do you feel you lacked?
Sir, I could not answer one or two questions due to which I became nervous.
So what did you do to overcome nervousness?
I got very nervous at that time and I could not answer few other questions.
नहीं, that is true.
Put that mic on neck.
फिर आपने क्या किया उसको, नर्वसनेस को कम करने के लिए कुछ कोशिश की, प्रैक्टिस करी कुछ?
Sir, I asked for a moment for to
Forget about the interview. Nervousness was the main cause. After having lost and having understood that nervousness was the cause, what remedies have you taken?
I tried, when I came back, I introspected and I tried to maintain my calm even if I am asked any such question in future to which I do not know the answer. I should maintain my calm and just calmly tell the panel, honorable panel, that I do not know this.
But still nervousness is reflected on your face.
I will try for this.
कोई योगा वगैरह नहीं करा आपने नर्वसनेस को ठीक करने की?
हॉबी है।
I know it's every day.
फिर आपको तो नर्वसनेस होनी नहीं चाहिए। अनुलोम विलोम नहीं करते हैं? कितनी देर?
About 4 to 5 minutes.
4 to
5 minutes.
Oh, no. 4 to 5 minutes is nothing. कम से कम 10 मिनट तो डिवोट करो अनुलोम विलोम को, तभी आपकी नर्वसनेस ठीक होगी। डीप ब्रीथिंग इज द ओनली रेमेडी फॉर नर्वसनेस, है ना? और एक नर्वसनेस होती है कि आपको कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होता अपने ऊपर। कॉन्फिडेंस ना होने का मतलब है कि आपकी तैयारी ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन वो भी मान नहीं सकते क्योंकि आपने मेंस क्लियर किया। ये तैयारी क्यों नहीं थी आपकी?
Sir, there were a few questions from NDPS Act or UAPA which I had not studied. So, in those questions, I got nervous.
Now, are you expected to know all the answers?
नहीं, आंसर्स की बात नहीं है, वो जो नर्वसनेस।
That's what I'm saying, sir. You are not supposed to know all the answers. So that doesn't make any sense that कि आपने एक दो क्वेश्चन ठीक नहीं आंसर नहीं दिए तो उसके कारण आप रिजेक्ट हो गए। No,
रिजेक्ट हो गए नर्वसनेस के कारण। आंसर्स
rejected because you got troubled,
Yes.
you got nervous, and then you spoiled your further answers.
चलिए एक और नर्वस करने वाला क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं आपसे।
So now we make you totally
We'll
nervous.
try to make you nervous. Can functions of district judge be delegated to additional district judge?
Sir, as per Punjab Courts Act, all the functions of a district judge except which are distributing business, they are performed by additional district judges also.
Section?
Sir, I am not able to recall the exact section. Can I take a guess? 24.
21A. And same question about delegation of functions to civil judge junior division and civil judge senior division.
Again, I believe only the distribution of business cannot be done. But apart from that, the cases are specifically marked.
No, section.
I am not able to recall the sections.
37. So you understand the weakness? You know the answer, but you do not know the sections. सेक्शंस तो बड़ा आसान है, वो जो इंडेक्स में सारे सेक्शन दे रखे हैं, है ना?
Yes.
उनको 2-3 बार पढ़ो, डेली याद हो जाएंगे आपको। Yes. Transgenders have been recognized as third gender by virtue of which judgment?
Sir, it was a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in 2014, Nalsa versus Union of India.
What did the Supreme Court say?
Supreme Court recognized that genders are not only in a binary form, that is males or females. There's a third gender, also transgenders, and it is about time that due recognition should be given to them as well.
Recognition is all right, but what is the consequence of recognition?
So they've got their specific rights. For example, in all the forms which are to be filled, there's a third gender. Separate washrooms have been made for them in public places, like in Punjab University also there's one made, and there are talks of giving them separate rights in succession and in marriage as well. They are still
Can mere right to sue be transferred?
no, sir. As per Section 6 of India, where it cannot be transferred.
Cannot be transferred. What is nota?
So nota, it stands for none of the above. It means whenever there are a few options given and the person does not want to select any of them, he can select that option.
What is the underlying principle?
So that according to the person who is choosing the options, according to him, nobody is perfect enough.
That is true. Some legal principle is underlying.
I am not.
Judgment पढ़ी है या नहीं पढ़ी?
Sir, I have a bleak idea about this. I cannot even recall the name of that.
People's Union for Civil Liberties versus Union of India. And the principle is right to vote and freedom of voting. That includes voting or not voting. You have a choice to vote or not to vote, but still right is available to you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Tell me about a situation where you were assigned too many tasks with very less time, and how did you cope with it? Or if you have not faced, how did you cope?
Sir, it was very recently only when I appeared in the Punjab mains interview, Punjab mains exam. I was working as a law researcher at the Honorable Punjab Haryana High Court, and I was my working hours were about 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So I resigned from my job at the fag end when the exam was just about to come, and I had almost 20-25 days to prepare. So it was in that short time period that I managed to prepare all the subjects starting from scratch.
Okay. Continuing with that particular thing, uh, in this situation, particular situation, you created time for yourself. Okay. Now let's talk about the same when you were as a law researcher there. So in that particular time frame, you had to do too many jobs. So how do you handle such kind of situations?
So first of all, I would say that if there is any task that could be delegated and could be done as efficiently as it is expected out of me to do, if that can be done, I would delegate that and further check it before submitting it to the final authority. Apart from that, uh, so I can also take some expertise out of my seniors who are available. Suppose if there's a task which is very new to me and I don't know anything about it, I can take some expert advice from the seniors who are available at that moment.
Till now, you have given me two replies in which you have given the task assigned to you to somebody else. So what will you do then? You will only give it to experts, you will give it to your colleagues. What will you do? I'm asking, what will you do?
So in the second frame, what I would do is rather than starting from the scratch, I would seek advice how it can be done in an efficient manner in a shorter time frame. Is there any other way so that it can be
Well,
done?
sir, first of all, you will prioritize your works. That is the first thing you will do. That which work will require more priority. You will first prioritize your work. Yes, second thing is you will delegate. Okay. तो सबसे पहले तो prioritize करना है ना.
Yes.
What am I testing you? I'm testing you that how do you work under stress?
Yes.
How do you work? How will you meet your goals within the time frame assigned to you?
Yes.
Okay. Time management is another thing, right? This is how you have to come up with. That's what.
When you become a judge, the first and foremost task before you would be cause list management. You know what is cause list? What is it?
cause list is a list in which all the matters that are to be heard by the honorable judge are listed.
And I have never seen a cause list having less than 60 cases per day. Right? 60 केसेस लगे हैं आपकी लिस्ट में ऊपर से नीचे तक 2 पेज cause list है? That will create tension in your mind, and there the question comes to your rescue. You have to prioritize the things. There may be cases which do not require your personal attention. There may be cases which can be deferred. There may be cases which cannot be deferred. Right? So you have to see the priority to be given to which case. Like written statement is to be filed. It doesn't require your personal attention. But arguments are to be heard in 5 cases. Right? 2 cases are 10-year-old. 3 cases are just 1-year-old. So the 3 cases can be deferred to some other day. The 2 cases should be given priority. This is how you prioritize the things.
Yes.
Yes, you were attached with whom? Justice?
Honorable Mr. Justice currently.
Which kind of case you were dealing with?
So at the relevant time, we had criminal justice.
Now specifically?
So with various suspensions.
Which court can suspend the bail, cancel the bail? Which court are empowered under CRPC for the cancellation of the bail?
So if a bail is given by a magistrate, he can cancel it under 437(5), or even the High Court and the Sessions Court can cancel under 439 subsection 2.
What is pre-arrest bail?
So pre-arrest bail is also known as anticipated bail, which is provided for under 438 section, wherein a person applies for bail in the apprehension of arrest.
What is bond?
So bond is given when he is granted bail. So it's kind of a surety given to the court to show that he will abide by all the conditions and will appear in the court as and when he is required.
What is surety?
So surety is a person who appears on his behalf and takes the guarantee that it will be his duty to produce him before the court and that he abides by all the conditions.
What is commercial quantity under NTPS?
So there are 2 quantities given under commercial under NTPS Act. One is small quantity and the other is commercial quantity. So the commercial quantity, there are various drugs given. Each drug has a different commercial quantity. Commercial quantity is when it is very high quantity, which is possessed by one individual.
This is as per the schedules given in the Act.
There was a Napa at that place. There were constable and head constable. They stopped a car and they recovered opium from that car. And they made a recovery memo, etc. They signed and also done all that kind of formalities. Whether that particular procedure followed by them is okay.
So suppose in case the drug narcotic or psychotropic substance in this case opium is recovered, they are mandated to call the resident officer and ask for residence. So it could be a officer level of PhD or a magistrate level executive magistrate. And in his presence and the they a search.
They took a sample and on that day they have made 3 recoveries. But they have mixed those 3 recoveries. Therefore, they could not identify which was from the which sample. What will be the impact of this?
So because this is very relevant evidence in the case, it will be issued.
It will impact or not?
It will impact the prosecution case.
What do you mean by corruption?
So, corruption is something when a person mandated by the law to do something does not do the law, getting any influences like any money or any other kind of.
Bribery and corruption, same.
So, corruption is, I believe, a wider term than bribery. Bribery would only mean giving money or something to the other person, but corruption can range from, can mean something else also apart from bribery. They are mostly.
Bribery is dealt with by the CPC or IPC or not?
I beg your pardon.
Bribery is used in IPC or not?
word bribery.
Yes, it is used in
That
IPC.
is in reference to what kind of offenses?
It is, so I'm not very sure, but I think it is in relation to elections.
Okay, Mr. Salil, you have mentioned that yoga is your hobby.
Yes.
So can you tell me which ancient philosopher is known as the founder of yoga?
So Patanjali,
Patanjali. What was the ultimate goal of yoga?
to calm the mind and have peace and composure within oneself.
Okay, there are three stages of meditation. Can you tell me that?
So, is it pranayama and
Dharma, dhyana, samadhi. And the ultimate goal of yoga is samadhi, not the peace of mind. Okay, are you well versed with history and culture?
somewhat?
Punjab,
Somewhat.
which Mughal king had given the Mansab, High Mansab, to Guru Gobind Singh Ji and made a peace treaty with him?
So I am not sure, but I think it was Jahangir.
No. Uh, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was there in the reign of Aurangzeb and later kings. Jahangir was quite earlier.
I don't have an idea
It
about
was Bahadur Shah first, son of Aurangzeb, who reconciled with Sikhs. Okay, when, where actually, uh, Guru Gobind Singh met with Banda Singh Bahadur or Lachman Das or Madhav Das,
Yes.
where he met for the first time?
I don't have an idea about this, sir.
Nanded.
थोड़ी आवाज ऊंची करो अपने सलील जी.
So I don't have an idea about this, sir.
Okay, and when was Punjab was annexed by the Britishers?
I don't know.
No. Salil, let me tell you one very basic thing about your personality. You have basically made your mind like that ki I have less time for the preparation, so in every question.
नहीं नहीं, अब देखिए मैंने यहाँ से लिखना शुरू करा
हाँ,
और यहाँ तक आ गए.
जी सर.
ये सब इसकी पर्सनैलिटी के बारे में.
जी सर. एंड आपने एक सोच बना ली कि नहीं आपको नहीं आता, आपको आता है. आपने काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस के जवाब सही दिए हैं, बट कॉन्फिडेंस की इतनी कमी क्यों है? Why?
I'll show you one example. You write about your qualities
Yes.
and you say, I believe I have these qualities. What do you mean
यहाँ
by
पे
I
भी
believe?
डाउट है.
हैं? उसके बारे में भी नहीं आपको पता कि है भी कि नहीं है. That is inherent negative quality of your personality. You have to work on it very hard. है ना? अब देखिए, सबसे पहले स्ट्रेस. ठीक है? Throughout the interview, we could not see a little smile on your face.
Yes.
Never. It's not that bad. Eh? A little smile is very good. Smiling face attracts the viewer.
I will work on it, sir.
सेम क्लोथ यू आर गोइंग टू वेयर.
No, sir.
अगर ये पहन के नहीं आओगे सेम क्लोथ तो हाउ वुड वी गिव द फीडबैक?
नहीं सेम इसमें बता रहा हूँ मैं, इसमें भी वो है. बॉडी पोस्टर देखिए आप अपना, ऐसे अकड़ के बैठे हो जैसे अपने पासपोर्ट साइज फोटो खिंचानी. ठीक बैठो, रिलैक्स करके बैठो, रिलैक्स होकर बैठो. हैं?
ये पहले क्यों नहीं किया आपने?
Hands, your hands were not in your control, running hither and thither, right? Then, what is the significance of this ring you are wearing?
Sir, it was after my father passed away, my mother just asked me to put it, and I put it. I did not question what was it about.
And what about this Raksha Sutra,
So this is Rakhi.
Rakhi?
वो तो हो गया.
Remove करना है इसको.
Yes,
जो शर्ट आपने डाल रखी इसको प्रेस किया था सवेरे?
sir. रेस्ट ही निकाली।
बाहर जाके कॉलर देखना शीशे में से।
So, ये वो टाई में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी, आई एनकाउंटर्ड दैट। वो टाई
कहाँ प्रॉब्लम थी हमें तो
एक कॉलर में दिख रहा है
कॉलर
ड्रिंक का।
आई एनकाउंटर्ड दैट।
टाई की नोट देखना
यस सर,
है
टाई में ही कुछ प्रॉब्लम थी, आई कुड नॉट।
प्रॉब्लम, ऊपर से नीचे तक प्रॉब्लम से प्रॉब्लम। यहाँ से लिखना शुरू किया था मैंने और ये यहाँ तक आई बात।
सर एक और चीज है, आपने ये बियर्ड क्यों शेव किया, किसने कहा था?
नहीं चलो अब शेव कर लिया अब उसको।
नहीं सर, एक चीज है, कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी है कि आपको
इसलिए
बियर्ड में
confidence-
कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं आया। आपने ये फोटो कितनी अच्छी आपकी आई।
नहीं ये भी कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी का ही रिजल्ट
जी
है।
सर, वही मैं कहना
आपने
चाहता
बियर्ड शेव कर ली।
हूँ, वही मैं कहना चाहता हूँ।
आपको पता नहीं कि आपको क्या सूट करता है क्या नहीं करता है, हैं? स्ट्रॉन्ग विल के आदमी नहीं हो आप, विल शुड बी स्ट्रॉन्ग। दाढ़ी रखी है ठीक है, मेरे को अच्छी लगती है रखी है मैंने, अगर नहीं रखी है तो नहीं रखी है। हम कहीं रख लो तो आप पहले सोचो कि मुझे अच्छी लगेगी नहीं लगेगी।
वहाँ ये फोटो आपने ये वाली भेजी है?
सर एक और थी जिसमें सिर्फ मुस्टैश है थोड़ी सी और बियर्ड नहीं है।
नहीं भेजी ना,
ये वाली
बिकॉज आप तो बिल्कुल ही अलग लग रहे हो।
हाँ अच्छा एक कड़ा डाल रखा है
जी।
क्यों?
आई विल रिमूव इट सर,
नहीं पहले क्यों बताइए क्यों डाल रखा है?
जस्ट लाइक दैट। नो
जस्ट बाय द वे हैं? Judges are not supposed to do things just by the way. To have a reason for everything. है ना?
चांदी का है?
नहीं,
नहीं चांदी का हो चाहे सोने का हो, आपको जस्टिफिकेशन होनी चाहिए उसकी। फिर आप आंसर्स जब देते हो तो थोड़ा इधर उधर डाइवर्ट कर लेते हो अपने आप। अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन, एनालाइज इट इन योर माइंड, फाइंड आउट एन आंसर, बी श्योर अबाउट इट, देन गिव द आंसर।
यस सर।
राइट?
Yes.
और हॉबी आपने लिख दी योगा, और योगा के बारे में आपको कुछ नहीं पता।
थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिए, गूगल में जाके युवा सब पता लग जाएगा, 2 मिनट लगेंगे।
यस
मस्ट नो
ले आओ।
बेसिक थिंग्स अबाउट योगा,
यस
है ना? जनरल नॉलेज बिल्कुल, जनरल नॉलेज भी इम्पोर्टेंट है।
यस
अखबार पढ़ते हो?
यस।
कौन सा अखबार पढ़ते हो?
सो द ट्रिब्यून, हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स।
आज पढ़ा?
आज नहीं पढ़ा सर।
कल पढ़ा था? कल की कोई खबर बताओ इम्पोर्टेंट। चलिए नहीं पढ़ा, इसका मतलब नहीं पढ़ा कल।
आपका इंटरव्यू कब है?
30th of September।
आप आओ मेरे पास एक बार, फिर से आओ। कहाँ पे आपका घर?
चंडीगढ़।
यही है ना? आप कल मेरे पास 12:30 बजे आओ।
ठीक है सर।
आपके पास टाइम लगाना है सर, कॉन्फिडेंस से बोलता हूँ।
कॉन्फिडेंस है ही नहीं
है।
हमने
ऐसा रहा ना
कि हम आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लूज करवाएंगे और देखेंगे कि मतलब ऐसा कुछ सवाल ही नहीं किए कि
लूज हमने तो कोशिश ही नहीं करी करने की।
चीजें बता रहे हो, पता है, बट फिर भी हिल रहे हो आप कॉन्फिडेंस।
some of the answers you got answered very well.
गलत आंसर नहीं दिए।
Answers you
नहीं, लीगल का तो मुझे लगता है सारे क्वेश्चन
नहीं लीगल के सब आंसर्स ठीक थे,
सारे आंसर ठीक दिए, लेकिन
सब आंसर्स ठीक
गलत
थे,
नहीं है।
सही कॉन्फिडेंस किसी में नहीं था।
लेकिन चेहरे पे वही आपके विचार की थी कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया है।
सही बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, कुछ भी है।
गलत ना कर दो। गलती ना हो जाए।
वो डर वाली चीज में छोड़ ही दो, जो होगा होगा।
यस
आप बोलो आराम से।
यस।
अब आओ, कल बात करते हैं।
और यहाँ तो उल्टा ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस है, कोई बात नहीं, तो मौके आराम से देंगे।
ये
यहाँ
आपका
पर ही आप ये चीज लेके आ रहे हो, वहाँ सोच के देखो रियल में फिर क्या होगा।
यस
और आप तो 4 वहाँ बैठे होंगे, आपको बताइए।
हाईकोर्ट के
नहीं इस पे काम करिए आप,
आई विल।
है ना? अभी कब है इंटरव्यू आपका?
अभी है टाइम।
टाइम है आपके पास, आप इस पे काम करिए। सुबह कम से कम 1 घंटा लगाया करो इस पे, आपके इस पे नर्वसनेस को कंट्रोल करने के,
यस
है ना? और उसमें आपकी प्रेपरेशन भी कंट्रीब्यूट करती है। यू आर वेल प्रिपेयर्ड तो नेचुरली कॉन्फिडेंस आता है ना? और एक जब जाओगे वहाँ बाहर इंटरव्यू हॉल के 2-4 डीप ब्रीथ्स लेके फिर जाना अंदर, ठीक है? और अपनी सारी पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम्स, घर की प्रॉब्लम्स, कोई आपको टेंशन देने वाली बात हो, वो सब बाहर छोड़ के देना इंटरव्यू हॉल से।
यस यस।
वैसे तो आपको फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर करना चाहिए था, लेकिन अब दूसरी बार आप आ रहे हो इंटरव्यू के लिए
और इंटरव्यू में प्रॉब्लम आ रही
देयर शुड बी नो थर्ड।
आई विल ट्राई माय बेस्ट।
है। इसी बार करना है ना?
जितनी
थोड़ी सी
प्रिपरेशन आपको मेंस के लिए करनी है ना, उसकी 150th प्रिपरेशन जो है आपको अपनी पर्सनालिटी
यस
की है। तो अगर 150th के लिए आपका सारा कुछ मेहनत बेकार जा रही है, सो यू शुड थिंक ऑफ दिस।
यस
नहीं, गलती भी करो तो कॉन्फिडेंस से करो, सिलेक्ट हो जाओ।
यस
फ्रेश शुरू कर दीजिए। गलती कौन नहीं करता, मुझे बताओ, एक इंसान बताओ जो गलती नहीं करता।
नोबडी।
डरना क्यों है?
यस
ठीक है, चलते हैं ना, फिर से दोबारा करते हैं इसमें डिस्कस। थैंक यू, निकाल लीजिए भाई।
अगर मेरे से मिलना चाहो, मैं भी तुम्हारी हेल्प करने के लिए तैयार हूँ। इनसे नंबर लेके मेरा मैं कम टू मी एनी टाइम। तो डेडलाइन से मेरे को फोन कर लेना।
अब आओ, मेरे पास नाटी है तो काम करें।
ठीक है सही कैंडिडेट है, मेरा बैकबोन में दर्द हो रही है, वो गुर्दासपुर से है।
क्या हो गया?
बैकबोन में दर्द होने से गुरदासपुर से एक दिन दूर से।
ठीक है, ठीक है, आप साहिल निकलो, आप ठीक है ना, करते हैं आपसे।